Okay, guys, welcome to the PNLCARTEL podcast on YouTube. Make sure you guys hit the link in the description and follow us over on X. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down my swing trade method. I've made multiple videos showing guys how to snipe new pairs, how you guys can trade some of the younger meme coins. This method is kind of dedicated to my high rollers, guys that want to trade with a little bit more size. This method is going to be for you guys. So you want to come over here to CoinGecko. When you're on CoinGecko, you're going to go right here to categories. When you're on categories, you want to scroll down until you find Solana meme coins, usually down there in the 40s. There we go. Solana meme coins, 46 on the list. We want to open up the Solana meme coins. I call this method the Solana 300, and this is why. When you're in the Solana meme coin tokens, you want to come right here to customize, and you want to see 300 tokens on the list. These are the top 300 Solana meme coins. That's why I call it the Solana 300 method. You also want to customize your list, and you want to make sure that you have this 30-day price change highlighted. Otherwise, they're only going to show you up to 7 days. So make sure you got that highlighted as well. So now when you've done that, you're going to have the top 300 tokens. You can see it goes and goes and goes. And you're going to be able to also see up to the hour, the 24-hour, the 7-day, up to 30 days of volume. More importantly, let me go back a step. This method, I tell you guys all the time, I say you don't want to swim upstream. You don't want to go against the tide. You don't want to try to trade when Solana is in a pullback. Today, Solana is up 7%, so this is a very healthy day to be trading. So let's go back to the chart where we can see our 300 at. So here's the top 300 Solana meme coins. We've also, again, added the 30-day to the chart. You can see it there. So what do I want to do? The first thing I want to do is invert it from the 7 days. I used to do 30-day inversions and see coins that have, really pulled back over 30 days. But lately, there's not a lot of shelf life on the tokens, and you're really gonna find it a little bit harder to hold on to tokens going over a month. But we want tokens that have survived a month. What I want you guys to realize is I'm inverting the 7-day chart. So I want to invert the 7-day to see the biggest losers of the week first. If they don't have any information, that means they're younger than 7 days. So what I'm looking to see is tokens that have begun to show some signs of life on the shorter time frames, but they've pulled back at least 70% on the higher time frames. I'm looking to see that they have a decent amount of volume in contrast to the current market caps. So the first one that's on our list here today is Magnetics. Ticker, I guess, is MAG. You can see that it's down 65% on the month, almost 80% on the week. It's down 50% on the day, and it's starting to show signs of life. This is kind of a red flag because you can see in the mini chart it's really a hard pull, and that's why you got that 50% on the day. So for me, this is kind of risky. You do want to take note to it. You could chart it up, but for me, I'm gonna leave that one alone just because I don't like to see that kind of stuff. This next one here, I don't trade anything where I can see this artificial kind of volume. Anything going sideways is not natural, organic. I just leave it alone. So I'm going to just go down until I can really find something. This one, you have $200,000 on a $600,000 market cap. That mini chart looks healthy. It's not 30 days old. So for me, I'm looking for something that is at least 30 days old for this method. Something that's, been through a little bit. The next token on the list is NOC, I guess. You can see this token is up almost a 3x on the month, and then it dropped off on the week. So for me, it's still going to be a bit risky. Oh, and I see another red flag here. It has under $2,000 in volume, supporting almost a $500,000 market cap. That is not what you want to see. The next one, what is this? Memedex 100. This looks pretty good here. Let's see, 77% pullback on the month, almost a 60% pullback on the week, and you can see the swing is in. This is what we're looking for, some momentum. You have over $500,000 of volume supporting a $2.8 million market cap. So let's chart this one up. We're gonna pull the ticker off this. So we click on it. Let's go get the CA right there, the contract address. You click. Oh, my screen moved. Where did it go? Contract at. We're going to click that. All right, you can see the chart here on Coin Gecko as well, but we want to chart it up for real. So I'll take my stuff over to AXIOM. Anything that you copy, it'll show up right there at the top of AXIOM. I'm going to show you guys how I chart this up. These are going to be some my secret indicators, and I'll show you how I adjust the indicators to really get a good entry and see what's going on. The chart looks healthy. You know, you don't want to buy anything up here. This is definitely where you want to be looking to buy. For some reason, you can see that the dev just bought and sold out of this of recent. These are 12-hour candles, so this coin is 2 months old. So this is definitely something that has, you know, been through a lot. You can see it has had a run up. We're not necessarily looking to hold for a new run up. We're looking to see if there's some momentum in this. So let's throw some indicators on this, and I'm going to show you guys how I really decide if I'm getting in it. So I always like Bollinger Bands just because the indicators you want to look at is the RSI. So RSI, boom, we're going to throw that on the chart as well. This is my secret indicator, the Fisher Transform. Put in Fisher Transform. I put the MACD on my charts as well, but I don't want to clutter this chart for you guys. I really want to get to the point. On the high time frame, 12 hours, you can already see on the Fisher, it's swinging, and then it's in a great area on the RSI. What do I do to really, I can visually see that this is a good trade, but I'm going to show you guys how I adjust these indicators to really see if it's what I'm believing. I take this gray level here on the Fisher, the lower level, and I put it to 375. So you just click it 3 times, it'll go to 375. You can do the top one as well. I don't use this method to take profits. I'll explain a little bit more of my take profit methods. I use what we refer to as a trailing stop loss method. So I don't actually manually go hit sell. I'll let my stop loss chase the price until it actually pulls back and triggers me to get out of the trade. And that's how we able to stay in trades that are running a little bit longer, as opposed to just letting the indicator say it's a top and we jump out. And some of these meme coins have a tendency to just run. We don't want to miss that. So I use a trailing stop loss method to take profits. But to enter the trades, I use these methods for sure. So I just moved this line down here to the 375, and you can see that that price is really respecting that level. You can see that the momentum shift is definitely showing that blue line is converging, and we're headed up. The RSI, this is the default. I go into the RSI as well and make some changes. The lower limit, it's default at 30. I'll take it down to 25. Sometime I do an 80-20. I mean, take this number 70, make it go to 80, and the lower number go to 20. But for this method, I'm just going to use 25. It's a little bit more safer. Then sometime the 20 you won't actually get a touch. So for this, the 25 on the RSI is going to be really healthy. Like I said, you can do the top as well. I can take the top and put it to 75. It'll be 75, 25 on the RSI. We don't do anything to the middle. Boom. So now these lines are a little bit more spread, and you can see we do have respect on that lower limit. We have a double confirmation. The RSI is telling us the same thing as the Fisher. So this is an entry. This is an entry. Where are we at on the time frame? We're on the 12-hour candles. The market cap is currently 2.8 million, and you can see that it's beginning to show signs of momentum changing. The other indicator that I was referring to is the MACD. You can use it to get a little more confirmation, but it's gonna sometimes be less confirming than these are. You can see these are showing a clear sign. The histogram in the MACD is going pink, so that's all bullish. The momentum is looking good on the trigger as well. So the MACD isn't as confirming, but it does agree. But that's it, man. This will be a great entry. This is the secret method that I use to swing trade a lot of volume. And why I say that, let's go down and show you guys some of the actual trades that are coming in live. Let's go down here. You can see that someone just sold $60, but in these last seconds, you had $1, $20, $300, $140. Let's see. Somebody sold $250. Somebody bought $100. You know, $280. These are not low $10 trades. You know, look, $2,000 trade, $360. This is all within the last minute. So this is a healthy chart. It's 2 hours. I mean, it's 2 months old, and you can see that. Even in the last minutes, people are putting hundreds of dollars in these tokens. So this is alive, and it's someone that wanted to put a couple $100 in. I mean, I could talk about some advanced things like bundling it, so you don't just put it all in one trade. you can hide your position in some advanced methods, but for the most part, that's not the focus of this video. I really want to show you guys how I find these positions and how I chart them up and quickly, decide. What you can also do is if you look at it on a high time frame like the 12, I like to scale down sometime and really pinpoint the entry. So the 4 is probably my favorite indicator for mature tokens. I'm gonna look at it on the 4-hour. I can see that on the 4-hour, it definitely respected the bottoms and it started to give us that shift. I don't like to necessarily try to catch the knife and buy the exact bottom. I like to get a momentum trade in. So I see the momentum coming in and I jump in. So this is a great trade. I'm probably going to open up my actual live. I don't want you guys to try to dox me, so I don't have my live wallet here, but this is it, man. So I'm going to end the video right here. That's it for today's lesson. You guys smash the like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.